Hello. I'm hoping that everybody had a really good weekend. I have gone through and I have scored the work that has been submitted. So there are a few of you who still need to get some work in. I realize that schools didn't all start at the same time, and I will take that into consideration when I score your assignments. Just remember that all assignments are due by 11:55 p.m. on Sunday evenings. It would be in your best interest to not wait until the end of the week to complete your work in case you run into some problems and you need some assistance. This week, we know that most people do not have school on Monday, September 3rd, because it is the Labor Day holiday. I will be unavailable after 3 p.m. on Friday. I may be able to check some emails if you have some questions, but I have obligations on Saturday, Sunday, and for part of the day on Monday. I guess I'll be available for probably the afternoon on Monday the 3rd. So in terms of your assignments that you have to do, you probably want to get those taken care of this week. I don't foresee there to be many difficulties with the assignments that I have for you to do. We're going to go ahead and get started with Word Chapter 1. And so what I've done is I've just pulled up the coursework link here, and I'm going to scroll down because right now we're still accepting late work for the things that were due this past week. And so just to keep that in mind, there's new work that is due. Some of you had emailed me and said, is it true that I don't have any work due until the 6th of December? The assignments will open on Mondays. Typically, I'll have them open earlier on Monday mornings. We had some technology issues over the weekend here at MTI, so my camera software wasn't working the way it was supposed to, in addition to some other things. So I got to it here this morning as soon as I could. But you will see that there is a Chapter 1 knowledge check and the Chapter 1 assignments that are open. So I'm just going to click on this Word Chapter 1 assignment to start with. And you're going to notice that it's going to give you the objectives of the class. So go to the blue section of your textbook and you can just take a quick browse through and see the information that's covered in that particular chapter. I always tell students again, if you're familiar with this information in Word, then go to the summary page at the end of the chapter, and if you can do those things, then you should easily be able to do the assessments that need to be done. So there are 2 assessments for this chapter that you will do. When you're done, you will upload both of those assessments into MyMTI. Please do not click the blue submit button until you have both files uploaded. I do have the assignment link set to not allow you to click on that button to submit until you have a minimum of 2 files in MyMTI. When you click on this files, this assessments doc are your instructions. So click on the instructions. It'll download those, to your computer, and then you can just go ahead and open those up. So it's going to tell you, you're going to open up this blank Word document and you're going to type what's in the figure. So you're going to type this information here. You're going to do these steps. You're going to follow them and do what it says to do. You will not print. Since this is an online class, you're not going to print. You're simply going to save the file and then upload it into MyMTI. Make sure that you're naming the files exactly as you are told. So it says save this file as 1-write resume. So make sure you save it as that and then just close it. You're not going to print it. Then you can come to assessment 2. This one says that you need to remember that in the beginning we created a folder called CIS 105. And in that folder we placed our Word data files. So let me see if I can minimize here and find, maybe I can't. I probably deleted it already. My CIS 105 folder, I sure did. But within that folder, you will find your documents. Let me see if I can grab it here. Maybe I won't be able to find them. Whoops. Went to the wrong location. Let me do that again. There's my Word data files. Okay, so you're going to go to the Word Level 1, Chapter 1. You're going to open that up, and your directions told you that you needed to open up Resume Styles. So, just to go back and double check, on the second assessment it says Open Up Resume Styles. So, you're going to go ahead and you're going to go to that folder. You're going to double click on Resume Styles, and it will open that file up for you, and you're going to do a File, Save As. So File, Save As, and whatever it tells you to save it as. So save that to your computer. That's the first thing you want to do. There's nothing more frustrating than to work on something out in, cyberspace and then have it gone. So you're going to go ahead and make the changes to the document that the instructions tell you to do. Then you will save it with that file name. So hopefully, with this little bit of an explanation, you won't have any difficulties working on the Chapter 1 assessments. Once you're done with those and you've uploaded those, then the other assignment that you have to do out of your list is to do what's called the Chapter 1 Knowledge Check. And all this is doing is checking your knowledge of the concepts in Chapter 1. So you may do this assignment more than just one time, an additional time, so you can take it twice. So when you click on Start the Knowledge Check, it's going to pop up and look like a little quiz. It's not timed, so you can go through and you can answer these questions. What is the keyboard shortcut to open a new document? Control-O. How do you delete text from the insertion point, etc.? Let's say that you're at the end of a class period. Oh my gosh, I have to go to my next class. Just click on Save Progress. Then when you get out of that homework, it hasn't been scored yet, you could come back and you can resume that, and the answer that you had selected the last time will still be there. So you go through and answer all 10 of those questions. When you're done, you can click Submit Homework. You will see your score out of 10 questions. If you don't like your score, then you can go back and you can rework that. So, those are the basically three things that you have to do this week for Chapter 1. Just trying to get everybody caught up. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to let me know, because I am more than happy to do whatever I can to assist you. So with that, I wish everyone a good week. Enjoy